delighted to be with you. I am Deputy Erie County Executive Maria White, and I'm so pleased that you have joined us today. This is National Small Business Week, and on behalf of County Executive Mark Poloncarz, I am so pleased to announce the exciting launch of our 2021 Shop 716 Buy Local campaign to support the small businesses in our community. We are joined today by so many people who have worked hard to make this campaign possible, as well as some of the small businesses participating in the program, and you will hear from our guests momentarily. In the meantime, let me share with you just a brief overview of the program, which mirrors the effort that we launched just before the holiday shopping season in 2020. There are two aspects of this campaign, both of which are intended to help drive customers to our local businesses. The first is our Shop 716 gift card program. We have set aside $1 million of the county's ARP allocation as matching money. So when you purchase a Shop 716 gift card, the program will match your contribution. $50 will be matched with an additional $50 between September 13th today and September 19th. And then $25 will be matched with an additional $25 from September 20th through December 30th or until supplies last. There are over 650 merchants just like Anderson's right here in the program as of today. And we know this program has made a difference. Last year, we sold over 31,000 gift cards and produced over $1.2 million in new revenue for local businesses. The Amherst Chamber of Commerce is taking the lead on this aspect of the program, and I want to thank CEO AJ Baines, who has joined us, as well as his marketing director, Christine Langenfeld, who has joined with us today. The second aspect of our Buy Local campaign is a specific Buy Local marketing program. This too is an extension of the same exciting work we launched in the fall of 2020. At that time, we launched a campaign that was titled, Come Back to Our Comeback. And we spent over $2 million on TV, radio, digital print, and billboards, as well as social media to promote shopping at local independent establishments. This effort generated 232 million impressions in our community. This year, we have a new tagline, a personal favorite. We now return you to our previously scheduled comeback. Here, we will utilize an additional $1 million of federal ARP funds spread out over a variety of mediums, including TV, radio, digital, print, and billboards, as well as social media to promote shopping at local independent establishments. And we anticipate that this program and this campaign will generate 135 million impressions. Visit Buffalo Niagara is taking the lead on this portion of the program, as well as providing the overall administration of the entire program, and I'd like to thank CEO, President Patrick Kaler and his staff. Before I introduce Tonawanda Supervisor Joe Eminger, I would like to share that Erie County and the staff represented here today, Andy Federick, Jason Hurley, Peter Anderson, Monica Boutine, and others, have worked hard to support the small businesses in our community. Under the leadership of County Executive Mark Poloncarz, in total, from October 2020 to the end of this year, Erie County will have spent a historic $26.3 million in federal stimulus funds to support business initiatives, including $20 million on the successful Back to Business grant program to aid the small businesses in this community. Finally, I will just close by saying that this year, Erie County is proud to be celebrating our bicentennial, our 200th birthday. For 200 years, Erie County has been going strong. We want to make sure that our local economy is thriving well into the future. How do we do that, friends? By supporting our local businesses, and in so doing, investing in our commercial corridors, in our neighborhoods, and in our families. This is how we will ensure that we are well positioned for the next 200 years to come. It is now my pleasure to introduce Supervisor Joe Eminger. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Maria, and I want to welcome everyone to what we affectionately refer to this area of the town as our holy trinity of fast foods. Anchored, of course, by Carl and Greta Anderson's Custard, who have been here for decades. Down the street we have Ted's, and down the street on this side we have, of course, Paula Donuts. You hear the traffic in the background, of course, that's because this is the hub of our commercial corridor here in the town of Tonawanda. So small business, as the Deputy County Executive said, small business is the backbone of any economy, just not Erie County's economy, but any economy. And we are doing everything here in the county level and at the town level to support our small businesses. One last thing that we've done in the town is that we recently instituted our Small Business Big Impact Grant Program, where the town is awarding $5,000 grants, up to $5,000 grants, to small businesses here in the town of Tonawanda. And that's being administered by our Kenton Chamber of Commerce, headed up by our CEO and President Kathy Paciullo. And just another firm commitment that we have, that the county has, to that making small business a key part of our economy. So I just want to welcome you all to the town of Tonawanda. I want to thank the county for kicking off this great program. I want to thank Holly and her family for their commitment to the town of Tonawanda, because they are, without Anderson's Custard, everybody knows where Anderson's Custard is. And if you mention Anderson's Custard, the first place to think of is Sheridan Drive. So I want to thank Holly and her family, and I'll turn it back over to the Deputy County Executive.
Thank you. Thank you, Supervisor. We are joined today by two small business owners. Holly Anderson, of course, the owner of this fine establishment, and Harita West. We will hear from both of them. It's now my pleasure to introduce Holly.
Thank you so much. We're honored. Anderson's is honored to host everyone here today. With all of the excellent contributors. We appreciate the 716 card because it's a versatile tool that our guests can have because of the reliability of having so many options to spend that well-earned money, and also to support us in the small business. And we totally appreciate the county for putting that money into it to support all of us. COVID has been challenging, but it's also brought us together. And the community, whether it's the National Restaurant Association, the local chapter, or the Visit Buffalo Niagara, they have inserted, in different groups, have inserted their influence and to bring us together. So we are one as a unit to support our communities as well as our communities supporting us. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Holly. And now it's my pleasure to introduce VBN President Patrick Kaler, who's going to talk a little bit about the whole program and especially the Buy Local marketing campaign.
Thank you, Maria. It's an honor to be invited back by the County Executive pulling cars and Deputy County Executive Maria White to implement the second phase of the Back to Business campaign for Erie County. As many of our small business partners who are here with us today can attest, money spent locally is money earned locally. Buying local invigorates our small businesses and invests in our economy, which is incredibly important as we continue to emerge through the recovery of the pandemic. Small businesses are the lifeblood of our community, and they need the continued support of our local residents. This marketing campaign aims to continue bringing local residents back into Erie County's incredible restaurants, retail shops, and cultural attractions. Shop local, and let's get back to our comeback. On behalf of Erie County, Visit Buffalo is deploying a $1 million campaign around the theme of "We now return to our previously scheduled comeback" that will garner 35 million impressions. The campaign will launch in 2 waves, again starting with Small Business Week, the first push in September and October, with the second push right before Thanksgiving and into the holiday season. The campaign will reach 99% of local residents ages 25 through 54 via TV, digital streaming TV, radio, social media digital, newspapers, billboards, and NFTA bus shelters and bus advertising. Buying local isn't just a message Visit Buffalo is promoting. We are putting together in our own practices, through our hiring of local vendors, small businesses to assist in the creative production, media buying, and in the support of local community newspapers and outlets through the purchase of advertising space. I encourage our residents to buy local, buy often, and buy safely. So now, I return you to our regularly scheduled comeback and the remainder of our press conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Patrick. It's now my pleasure to introduce President of the Amherst Chamber of Commerce, who is taking the lead on our Shop 716 program, AJ Baines.
Well, I want to thank everyone for being here today, and I want to thank Holly for hosting us today. This has been a challenging year for all of small business, and something that Holly said earlier, which really stuck with me, is the fact that it brought us all together, and that's why we are working together with the county executive, Mark Poloncarz, Deputy County Executive Maria White, and working with our town supervisor here in Tonawanda, Joe Eminger, and our partner at the Chamber, Kathy Petrulo. Thank you so much for everything that you do here. We really appreciate it. And Patrick Kaler and the team at VBN has just been absolutely tremendous to work with through these challenging times. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Christine Langenfeld in our office for really spearheading this effort for the Shop 716 program. Last year, 2020, was an incredible year for the Shop 716 program, and a lot of that had to do with the foresight of the county executive recognizing the challenges that businesses had. And we didn't know if we were going to be shut down in the winter, so an eGift card program was the perfect complement for what needed to take place here in Western New York. And that eGift card program signed up over 700 merchants, impacted the community with over $1.2 million being spent in our area, which, as something Patrick said, when you shop local, you keep the money local, and that is a big deal, and that's something that the Amherst Chamber of Commerce is really prides itself on for the future, is making sure that we keep our dollars local. This year, with another $1 million behind this program, we are thrilled, we are excited. We think we can eclipse over $2 million. We could have over 1,000 merchants accepting these cards. It's a very simple sign-up process. Amherst.org, Shop 716 for the sign-up process for any merchant that's interested in joining. It takes less than a minute. We'll be doing a training session Monday, September 20th for any merchants that have any challenges. But if you accept a MasterCard, you can accept a Shop 716 e-gift card. And that is something that we all should be striving to make sure that every merchant in our community is on this program and that we continue to shop local. Lastly, I'd like to thank our partner in technology, eGift, out of California. They powered this program. They reported to us in 2020 we were the largest community across the United States with this program. 2021, we're going to be twice as large, and we're going to be twice as proud of the work that we do here today. So thank you very much. Thank you to the county executive and his wonderful team for everything that they do.
Thank you, AJ. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Miss Harita West, who is the owner of Parkview Soul Food, another one of our participating businesses in the program. Harita?
Good morning. My name is Harita West, and I, along with my mother and stepdad, Gordon and Shanita Williams, own Parkview Soul Food Bar and Restaurant. We're located on South Crossman Street in the city of Buffalo, and for many of those that are from the east side of Buffalo, you may remember the old Sharp Schiller Park restaurant. So we're up against the dead end of Crossman Avenue. We opened our doors April 19th, 2019, and like all other businesses closed April 15th, 2020 due to the pandemic. Some of the biggest struggles that we've had has been attrition. And with the Shop 716 program, when you buy local, it gives us the ability to hire locally. This past summer, we were able to hire 4 16-year-old students, and we're cultivating and encouraging them scholastically and teaching them business acumen so that when they leave us, they'll be prepared for what's ahead of them in their professional careers. The Shop 716 program has given us so much new business. We are so grateful for the customers that have redeemed your gift cards at Parkview Soul Food Bar and Restaurant, and we continue to welcome new customers. If you are a small business owner and are not on the platform to receive these gift cards, I highly encourage you to sign up. It's well worth the time and it's going to help our community. Shop 716. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to take any questions, and then I say it's never too early for ice cream, and Miss Holly has invited us in to have some ice cream. Is there any questions I can answer for anybody before we do? Okay, awesome, friends. Thanks again so much for coming. Is this somebody's phone? Yes, your phone, yes.